know, I had been talking and talking and telling y'all about these books. So I am today's video, as you see by the title of this video, going to begin giving you Black book recommendations. Let's give you a little backstory. I love to read about Black love. I love to read about Black people because I am a Black woman, as you can see. But also, too, I think that there's not a lot of books that I have been able to read and see myself in. I've been able to see myself in circumstances. I've been able to see myself in some relatability around like different things, but like seeing myself in books is very important because when my daughter gets older, I would love to suggest to her some books. I would love her to come to my bookshelf and see lots of stories of the possibilities of being Black and being a Black woman. And so these stories that I'm going to share with you and that I'm going to suggest, if you have been over here sometime, you've heard me talk about these books, every single one of these books, I think except for one you may have not heard about, but every book I'm going to suggest is going to be written by a Black author with Black characters. Now, there may be other ethnicities in the books, but they're written by Black authors and the characters are they're characters that are Black. There is a giveaway. At the end of these 12 days, I will give away a bookish item. And I will tell you more about that in later videos. However, this is day 9. And so you have 10, 11, 12, 3 more videos that are going to be coming out. And I'm going to be asking simple questions like this. I'm going to ask, like in the first video, Bookmas, in the first video, what type of mug did I have? And then you will answer that question and you will go to the next question, right? So those are the easy type questions that I'm going to ask. I'm not going to probably ask you about what did I say. I may ask you, what did I wear in this video or something. It's going to be simple questions that you can answer. And if you want to be entered, and so that gets your name in the giveaway bucket. If you want to be entered into the bucket twice, then you want to leave a comment on the videos. You want to leave a comment, and that comment doesn't have to be anything. You can leave me a stocking. Let's put that. You can leave a stocking on the video. I don't know if there's a stocking emoji. If there is, leave a stocking. If there's not a stocking emoji, just leave me a Christmas emoji on the video, okay? So that will enter you into there twice, right? If you have anything else you want to say about the video, please do write comments there. It's great for quote unquote engagement. But if you like, hey, I just want to let you know I was here and I want to be entered twice, leave me a Christmas emoji, all right? So those are the contest rules. And what else? I think that's all of the, I think that may be it. If there's something else, I'll add it at the end. Okay, so let's get into these books, okay? So I am coming at this very casual, as if we were on FaceTime, okay? So this is me calling you to tell you about some books I think that you should read. And girl, I'm going to try not to give you no spoilers, but I am going to try to convince you that you should read these books. And again, I have talked about these books on my channel. I think all of these but one I have talked about on this channel one time or another. Okay, so book number 1. This was a gift from my husband to me on Mother's Day, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. I love this book, girl. And I'm saying girl, but I mean like this is us on FaceTime, right? I read this book and I deeply enjoyed it. I wish that I could read this book all over again. I'm looking down because I'm trying to make sure it's recorded this time. Last time I was not recording. Anyways, this book was written in the front of this book. She tells us that this is to all the Black girls who loved books and wanted to be princesses. This one's for you. Listen, I loved it. It is a retelling. Most people, if you read about this book, they say this is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, hence the colors on the front of the cover. Girl, you should read it. I think you should read it. It is a very short book. I want to say it's less than 400 pages. Yes, it's like 300 and something pages. There's a lot of dialogue in this book. There's closed door sex in this book. Like they are having sex, if you will, but they don't talk about it. I think there's a proper term to say that, but anywho, one bed. So there's not a lot of that in this book. Also, the Black girl is being loved well. She's being loved well. He is a grumpy guy. She is sunshine. And again, it's a retelling of Beauty and Beast. So it's kind of fairy tale like. I really enjoyed it. Her life changes. I don't know if that tells you this, but her life changes in an instant. If you like fairy tales and you like to suspend reality a little bit, then this is a book for you. And she has some coworkers, girl, that we can talk about. She got some coworkers that I'm like, ooh, girl. Woo! Good thing I don't work in corporate America. So that is book number 1. All right. The next book, it is The Neighbor Favor by Christina Forrest. Listen, if you do not like miscommunication, girl, you won't like this book. However, if you're open to understanding and seeing different communication styles, whether they're good or bad, then you will like this book. If you are millennial as well, I think you'll like this book, girl, because, and we are millennials, right? So reading this will help you to see different perspectives. The girl is kind of quirky and she's kind of weird. And so, I'm a little quirky, a little weird, so I related to her. Imagine being like, whatever your favorite book is or whatever your favorite show, the producer is a guy that you're into, and you write the producer of your show, or you write the author of your favorite book, and he writes you back. You want to read it, you want to read it. It's really, really good. What else I can tell you? It's good. It's good. I don't know what else to tell you about it, because text messages. There's text messages. So if you're a little nosy, you might enjoy that. There's text messages. You can read their text messages in this book as well. And a little computer love. Computer love. I got that. Let me try that again. Computer love. It's a little computer love in here as well. So read this book. All right. The next book. You have heard me talk about this book over here. I have not did a in-depth, and I think this is one of my Bookmas videos I'm going to do. But listen, I am a homemaker, so reading this book really resonated with me. You know that because we're friends, right? I'm a homemaker, and Kennedy Ryan's This Could Be Us is a representation of that in this book. The woman made a comeback, and we love when a woman puts her feet down and does what she needs to do. I think we should read this because of that. Call me when you get to figuring out what happened with her husband. But also there's a swoon-worthy man that comes into the picture as well. And we love when a man can be a man, okay? That is in here. There's a representation of autism in this book, and there's representation of mature adult language in the sense of like communication in here. And there's very great co-parenting happening in this book as well. So you can kind of understand some people in your life, if they are co-parenting, or if they're going into that, if they are, having some relational issues, that this is possible. It's possible for people to be able to do it differently than what we are shown in the media, which is usually the bad parts. All right. So that is this book. And I would tell you to not only read this book, but listen to the audio. The audio gives this a next, like, top notch, like, like really, really takes it to the next level. That is This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan. The next book, The Spice is Nice in this book. Okay. I stayed up all night reading this, girl. The Spice is Nice in Front of Me, fixed up by, what's her name? Yara St. John. Oh my goodness, girl. I stayed up all night reading this. Okay. The Spice is Nice. And if I'm completely transparent with you, got a couple of ideas out of this book as well. If you know, you know. This woman and this man basically have 90 days, both in two different things. They have 90 days to do something. And so he decides he wants to pay her to help him with something. And they go through with it, but they also have to decide, like, is life going to go back to the same because of this 90-day thing that they have going on? So really good book. Nice dialogue in this book, very mature. The Spice is Nice again. And it's an easy read. I want to say it's less than 300 pages. Yes, it's less than 300 pages. Girl, I stayed up reading it. So that lets you know it's really good. It keeps your attention. Speaking of, let's talk about The Spice being Nice. Boom. This book, you heard me talk about it. You see me talking about it in shorts. You see me talk about it in a full video. I will put the link somewhere up here at the top. So if you want to go hear me talk about this in depth. But girl, Finding My Way Out of Darkness, A Story of Unconditional Love by Brianna Michelle. This book was really good. It made me feel seen as a woman who has had sexual abuse in her childhood. The get back in this book is what got me, okay? Not only that, but the friendship, the sisterhood, I had to suspend reality a little bit in some places, but it was a good thing for me. Because it also shows you what's possible when you believe, which leads me to saying there's a man of God in this book, a believer in this book of Jesus. And that was something that I hadn't read in the book this year at all. And to read it in a book and to get it this way where the spice is nice and you're talking about Jesus, I was like, oh, okay. this is real. Like, and everybody in this book is not a Christian book at all. She does not market it that way. However, there is Christian themes in this book. So I do want to say that. I think that we friends, right? So you would enjoy this. And I think that's all I want to say, because I will tell you everything that's in this book. So that is Finding My Way Out of Darkness. The next book, You Made a Fool Out of Death with Your Beauty. Listen, they wrote this book. It is so good. It is messy. If you like reality television, you're going to love this book. If you don't mind some morally great things, you will love this book. It is a book. It's going to keep your attention. It's fast paced. First book is going to slap you in the face with some spice, and the spice is nice in this book. And what I mean by spice is nice, because I keep saying that, is that there is spice. There is sexual content in this book. Somebody's making a lot of bad decisions, but she has an amazing friend in this book. And it tells you on the back of the book, there's a forbidden love with the father of the guy she used to date. So if that don't listen, it's messy. I called one of my friends and I was just like, girl, and she was like, what is happening? And I'm like, listen, this is what's happening. This is what's happening. And I don't know where this is all going. I read this book in less than 2 days, okay? Like a day and a half, because it was just that good. It was keeping me hooked. I wanted to know what was happening next. I wanted to know what was going on. And as a creative person, I was very inspired by this book in the sense of the way that things were written and the descriptiveness of this book, the adjectives that were used. Like, yes. I geeked out on some of the things that were written, so much so that I have them highlighted, I have them underlined, I got sticky notes. This book is good for more than one reason, but the spice is nice. And the very last book, you knew it was coming. If you was over here at any stretch of time, then you know I love this book. Okay, that book is Viola Davis's book, Finding Me. I deeply enjoyed this book. This is another book that I say listen to the audio when you read this book. Listen to the audio. It is so good. It is a production. It is spectacular. Like, I really, really enjoyed this. Viola Davis, if you ever see this video, if somebody ever sends it to you, I would love to interview you. I saw her interview on Oprah's Oprah Daily or something like that. Her and Oprah was interviewing her, and I was like intrigued by the interview to read the actual book. And listen, in the interview, I'll put that down there as well. I'll try to find it if you're interested in like wanting to know a little bit more deeper. But this book is so good. So good to see a woman triumph, to see a woman go through different things, some very hard things, to see her family gain redemption, to see what else I want to say. What else would I tell my friend? I would say, girl, read it, but also take breaks. Read something light like Jasmine Guillory's book, By the Book. If you can read 2 books at a time, I would say read this and this at the same time. Or read something light and fluffy while you're reading this. Or find you a good podcast to be listening to, some uplifting music. But this book, for me, personally, was very hard. It was very hard, but it was so good that I couldn't stop till I finished it. It is really good. Like, it is so good. It touched me. It made me mad. It made me angry. It made me happy. It made me excited. It made me like anticipating. Like, this book made me feel so many emotions. Like, so many emotions. I think that is a great book for emotional intelligence in some ways, and giving you a different perspective. Again, not only read this book, but listen to the audio. But also too, don't listen to it around your kids. Because I made that mistake and didn't realize that there was a lot of vulgar language in here, which I didn't mind, but I didn't want my kids to hear. So that is the only thing. If you're a mom watching this, or if you're a father and you're like, I'm gonna listen to it on audio in my car, probably not. Put your headphones in. This is a put your headphones in type of audio book. Anywho, that is it. That is all of the books that I would suggest. There's 7 of these books that I deeply enjoyed, that are written by Black authors with Black characters in them. I had a good time. I love that I could suggest these books to you. Why you didn't tell me my shirt was looking like that? But it's okay, because it's gonna go up like this. Okay, I didn't know. It's okay. This is one of my favorite like comfy shirts. Oh my goodness. That is it, y'all. That's it about the books. But I want to show y'all my cute and comfy shoes. They are so comfortable. They're not shoes, they're like shoe socks. This is my second pair of this type. But anywho, that is it, y'all. Like, I deeply enjoyed this. Again, go back and listen to the contest rules at the beginning if you would like to be entering I say contest. It is a giveaway. It's a giveaway. Okay. Go and listen to the giveaway rules, and I cannot wait to see who will win. But also more so, I cannot wait to hear what you have to say about the videos if you're going to leave any comments. So that is it. I actually recorded this time, y'all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.